There's a quiet intensity in the air when you step into the SpaceX headquarters, nestled in Hawthorne, California. It's not just the hum of machines or the flicker of lights bouncing off the clean metal surfaces. It's the palpable sense of purpose that hangs there, almost suffocating in its gravity. The air inside is filled with ambition, the kind of ambition that moves mountains, or, in this case, planets. In one of the sleek, modern offices of SpaceX, a team of engineers is hunched over a gleaming whiteboard, drawing intricate designs for a rocket, the kind of rocket that has never been seen before. This is not your average spacecraft. This is the Starship, a colossal rocket designed to carry humans and cargo to Mars, with the ultimate goal of creating a self-sustaining colony on the Red Planet. The ambition behind the project is not just scientific or technological, it's deeply personal. For Elon Musk, this isn't merely a business venture. It's a mission to secure the future of humanity. For him, the Earth is fragile, vulnerable. He believes that the only way to safeguard our species is to make life multiplanetary. Musk's obsession with Mars began long before SpaceX was born, before his electric cars dominated highways, and before PayPal made him a fortune. It all started with a dream. In 2001, Elon Musk, fresh from the success of Zip2 and X.com, was already contemplating life beyond Earth. He wasn't interested in just being a millionaire. He wanted to make a difference. Musk had read about space exploration and the potential for humanity to settle on other planets. He was fascinated but disheartened by the slow pace of progress. He believed humanity was too focused on the trivialities of life here on Earth to recognize that our planet was fragile, that our survival depended on spreading out into the cosmos. So, in 2002, Musk founded SpaceX with a single goal: to make space travel affordable and accessible. The idea of reaching Mars seemed like a distant dream, something beyond the grasp of even the most seasoned astronauts. But Musk wasn't deterred. In fact, he was determined to prove everyone wrong. He envisioned rockets that could be reused, that could land back on Earth, reducing the cost of space travel dramatically. A feat that seemed nearly impossible at the time. The road would be long with numerous failures, but Musk's single-minded focus was unwavering. SpaceX's first major test came in 2008, when the Falcon 9, the company's first privately developed rocket, failed spectacularly during its fourth launch attempt. The failure sent shockwaves through the company, with many doubting whether SpaceX could survive. Musk himself admitted that the company was on the brink of collapse. But there was no giving up. Musk, who had already poured nearly all his fortune into SpaceX, faced one of the darkest moments of his career. But instead of folding, he doubled down. He found new investors and pressed on, believing in his vision with an intensity that only a few in the world could match. Then, in 2008, SpaceX achieved its first major milestone. The Falcon 9 successfully launched into orbit. It was a turning point, not just for the company but for Musk's entire mission to revolutionize space travel. The world took notice. SpaceX wasn't just another aerospace company, it was changing the way we thought about the possibilities of space. With that success came even bigger dreams, and with them bigger challenges. Musk's next target was Mars. The idea of colonizing the Red Planet began to take shape as a core part of SpaceX's mission. Musk's vision was audacious. He wanted to make human life multiplanetary. He believed that humanity's future lay not on Earth but on Mars, a planet that, while inhospitable and barren, could one day support life if we were able to terraform it. In 2016, Musk took the stage at the International Astronautical Congress in Guadalajara, Mexico, to reveal his ambitious plan for Mars. He unveiled the concept of the Interplanetary Transport System, a massive spacecraft designed to carry up to 100 people at a time to Mars. The spacecraft would be powered by the Raptor engine, a cutting-edge rocket engine developed by SpaceX. Musk spoke passionately about the need for humanity to spread out into the cosmos, for the sake of survival and to ensure that we weren't forever dependent on Earth's resources. The response to Musk's plan was mixed. Many in the scientific community were skeptical. Colonizing Mars seemed like an impossible dream. The challenges were immense. Mars is inhospitable to human life, with a thin atmosphere, extreme temperatures, and frequent dust storms that could ravage equipment. Not to mention the long, perilous journey to get there. Mars is an average of 225 million kilometers, 140 million miles, away from Earth, and a one-way trip would take months if not years. How could humans survive the journey? How could they survive on Mars itself? Musk, however, didn't flinch. He understood the risks, but he also saw opportunity. He believed that humanity's survival depended on our ability to leave Earth and become a multiplanetary species. He didn't just want to go to Mars, he wanted to build a city there. A self-sustaining civilization capable of growing food, producing oxygen, and recycling resources. It was a monumental vision, but Musk was determined to see it through. The challenges Musk faced were monumental, both technical and logistical. Building the Starship, SpaceX's most advanced rocket, was no small feat. The rocket had to be capable of carrying a massive payload to Mars, but it also had to be reusable to keep costs down. Reusability was one of the core principles that Musk had built SpaceX on, and the success of the Falcon 9 rocket had already demonstrated the feasibility of landing rockets back on Earth after launch. But the Starship was a whole different beast. It had to be built to withstand the harsh conditions of space travel, the blistering heat of re-entry, and the vacuum of space. Construction of the Starship prototype began in 2019, and it quickly became evident that this would be no easy task. The project was plagued by delays, technical hiccups, and several high-profile explosions during test flights. Musk, who had set ambitious timelines for the Starship's development, was forced to confront the reality of the immense technical challenges involved. But despite the setbacks, the team at SpaceX pressed on, fueled by Musk's unwavering vision. In 2020, the first successful high-altitude test flight of the Starship marked a major milestone. SpaceX had finally achieved what seemed like an impossible feat. The Starship had soared to 12.5 kilometers, 7.8 miles, and returned to Earth intact. It wasn't perfect, but it was a huge step forward. Musk's vision of a reusable spacecraft capable of transporting humans to Mars was beginning to materialize. But even as SpaceX made progress, Musk was keenly aware of the dangers and difficulties that lay ahead. The journey to Mars would be long, dangerous, and fraught with uncertainties. The physical challenges of space travel, radiation exposure, muscle atrophy, and psychological stress were just the beginning. The real challenges would come once humans set foot on Mars. Mars, as Musk himself often points out, is not a hospitable place. The planet's surface is covered in dust, and its atmosphere is too thin to support human life. There is no breathable air, and the temperature can plummet to minus 125 degrees Celsius, minus 195 degrees Fahrenheit. The challenges of living on Mars are monumental. Everything from food production to waste management will have to be rethought. But Musk believes it is all possible. And so do the engineers and scientists at SpaceX, who continue to work tirelessly to turn this dream into a reality. As SpaceX continues to test and refine its rockets, Musk's vision for a Mars colony is taking shape. The first crewed missions to Mars are still years away, but Musk's ultimate goal remains the same: to create a self-sustaining city on Mars. The people who will make the journey will face unimaginable challenges, but Musk believes that the rewards will be worth it. A new world to explore, a new home for humanity, a fresh start on a planet that has always been the stuff of dreams. In the years to come, Musk will undoubtedly face more setbacks, more failures, and more obstacles. But if there's one thing that defines Elon Musk, it's his unshakable determination. He has always said that he wants to be remembered not for his wealth or his companies, but for the impact he had on the future of humanity. His dream of colonizing Mars isn't just a personal ambition, it's a vision for the survival of the human race. In the quiet offices of SpaceX, engineers continue to work late into the night, tweaking designs, solving problems, and pushing the boundaries of what's possible. The Starship, still under development, looms as a symbol of Musk's audacity, a reminder of just how far humanity has come, and just how far we still have to go. For Musk, the journey to Mars is about more than just space exploration. It's about hope. It's about the belief that humanity can overcome its greatest challenges, that we can make a new start on a distant planet. It's about giving us a chance to survive, and to thrive, on a new world. As we stand on the precipice of this new frontier, the question is no longer whether it's possible to colonize Mars, but whether we, as a species, are ready to take that leap. And in the heart of SpaceX, that question is being answered every day, as the dream of a Martian city slowly but surely begins to take flight. And with every success and every failure, Elon Musk and SpaceX inch closer to a future where humanity is no longer confined to one planet, but to the stars.